This Valentine's Day, I'd love to kiss the competition goodbye. Bringing me no love tonight, co-host of Good Morning America, Lara Spencer, and from The Chew, Daphne Oz.
I came to take you down. Oh. Bobby, you have a Valentine?
Tequila.
We're getting juicy over here. I'm just asking because he's gonna need someone to console him.
Exactly. Can I just say there were more tears in my restaurants on Valentine's Day than any day of the year? Absolutely.
Yes.
Because it's Valentine's Day. She says to her girlfriend, I think I'm getting a ring tonight. Doesn't happen.
People put so much pressure on this one day.
I think the perfect Valentine's Day meal is gorgeous red wine and oysters.
Sort of the aphrodisiac cuisine.
Wow. I do sound like total cougar town, don't I?
Yeah. All right, what do you guys got tonight?
This 28-year-old contender has worked in Michelin-starred kitchens, and you do not scare him one bit. Come on out, Eric Adjepong.
Oh, that's for you, Bobby. That is for you.
Handing out roses.
I like that. Our next contender comes from Silicon Valley, and tonight he is going to strike it rich in your kitchen. Please welcome Executive Chef Frank Otte. That's how we roll, Bobby.
Eric, Frank, welcome. These ladies would love to have one of you guys beat me. But first, you must go through each other. You guys are gonna have 20 minutes to make a single ingredient of my choice, the star of your dish. And since tonight is all about romance, how about some red wine?
I like it. I absolutely love red wine, but I'm a little worried about using it for a star ingredient.
Red wine comes from darker grapes, so it can be bitter. You gotta be careful with it.
20 minutes on the clock. It's all about the red wine. Go.
I'm making a seared scallop with a red wine blackberry reduction and a watercress salad.
I decided to make grilled shrimp, red wine butter sauce with creamy leeks.
Less than 4 minutes. Pleasantly surprised.
Tell me about it.
The sauce, it's very mellow.
I take that red wine reduction, drop a nice little dollop on each plate, add the scallop on, some of the jalapeno and Fresnos.
I throw my second batch of leeks into the fryer, and I move on to my shrimp.
Frank just got his shrimp cooking now. He's not gonna have any time to plate whatsoever.
I want to add some acidity and brightness to the dish.
Eric has already plated. Now he's going back into the pantry to find something else. That's when the
Bad
mistakes
sign.
happen.
I mix balsamic vinegar and some red wine and just add that with some watercress.
90 seconds, you guys.
Yeah, chef. Time's running out. I put down my creamy leeks first, then my red wine reduction, grab my shrimp. Oh, that is hot.
10, 9.
I have my salad on top of my scallops.
6, 5,
Finally, the crispy leeks on top.
2, 1.
All right, chefs, happy Valentine's Day to you.
Frank, remind us what you made.
Today I prepared for you grilled shrimp and a red wine butter sauce with creamy leeks.
I really love the creamed leeks in here. They have a great mellow base note. They pair beautifully with the boldness of the red wine sauce. You know, you played with the balance of the flavors. This absolutely looks like a dish that could have come out of a restaurant kitchen, and I would have been thrilled to see. One thing that worries me a bit is I saw you getting the shrimp on late in the game, and I think you needed like 2 more minutes and you would have been golden.
Your protein has to be cooked properly, but I loved the creaminess. I loved the crispy leeks. It added texture to the dish.
Thank you.
Eric, can you remind us of your dish?
So in front of you, you have a seared scallop with a red wine and blackberry reduction and a watercress salad with some balsamic red wine dressing.
The scallops are cooked perfectly, really tender, really sweet.
I enjoyed the blackberry. The scallop was beautiful.
The only problem was the sauce with the red wine. It's really pungent.
Yeah, the watercress, the wine, and the jalapeno. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
What to do?
Eric struggled with balancing the flavors, but Frank let the clock get the best of him. These ladies are about to break somebody's heart, that's for sure.
Not easy, but the chef going forward to beat Bobby Flay is Chef Frank.
Even though I lost, I'm really proud of myself. I was creative with the dish. Bobby got off easy this time.
Good job.
Frank, there was such a clear expertise with the execution of the flavors.
I feel really, really good about this.
Now, do you have any smack talk left over?
I have so much respect for Bobby Flay that
I know, but you gotta get your game face
Do not
on
let
now.
that.
Oh, but take it easy.
I wasn't done. All that respect goes to the toilet today because you're going down.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Frank, Frank, congratulations.
Thank you, chef.
Enough of the niceties. It's time to get down to business. What's our signature dish?
My signature dish will be Eggs Benedict.
Really? No, I like that. I'm a big brunch person.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this.
I guess there's still a little smack talk left. All right, guys, Daphne and I will not be judging.
Instead, we have 3 industry experts standing by to do a blind taste test.
So you'll each have 45 minutes, and your time starts now. It's really good. It needs something.
Chipotle peppers, poblano chilies, come on.
Exactly.
Frank, let's go.
I check on my scones.
Oh my gosh.
They're perfect.
Frank has nice scones, Bobby.
I work out.
7 minutes.
I've left the least amount of time for the 2 most important elements, poached eggs and the hollandaise sauce. So while the eggs are poaching in water and some vinegar, I start separating the eggs from my hollandaise. The goal is to beat them slowly while cooking them. I don't want to scramble the eggs. It should be silky. Usually I would use a double boiler like Frank is using. A little strapped for time, so I'm doing it renegade style, which is just back and forth over the flame. Ow! Do not try this at home. So as it thickens, then I slowly emulsify in the butter.
My salmon's cooked perfectly. So to smoke my fish, all I have to do is light the applewood chips and I start smoking the salmon. Uh-oh.
What happened?
It's not smoky enough. There's just not enough smoke coming out, so I add more chips and hope for the best. Some days you smoke some days you don't.
3 minutes, 45 seconds.
3 minutes. So I have so many things going on at once, I almost forgot to pull my eggs out. I'm just hoping they're still a little runny in the middle.
Bobby is absolutely freaking right now.
I'm a little behind. My hollandaise sauce looks nice and creamy, so I finish it off with some chives and a little bit of lemon.
Let's go, Frank.
So many components to this dish, I need to start plating now. I cut my scones in half. I put my creamed spinach, white asparagus, my smoked salmon.
So very quickly, I attempt to make a heart with the sun-dried tomato jam. It's Valentine's Day. Worst heart I've ever seen in my life. Put my toast down, then some of the tomato and crab mixture on top, and then the poached egg and chive hollandaise sauce.
30 seconds, that's all you got. Let's take it home.
I add my eggs, garnish my plate with some salmon roe, the dill hollandaise sauce,
10, 9,
fresh arugula on top.
Some crispy ham, some pepper.
3, 2, 1. Bobby, Frank, congratulations. And now I'd like you to meet your judges.
First up, the president of the James Beard Foundation, Susan Ungaro. The chef and founder of the Smith Restaurants, Glenn Harris. And the executive chef of the Beatrice Inn, Angie Marr.
All right, judges, in honor of Valentine's Day, our chefs have prepared a beautiful Eggs Benedict. Please go ahead and taste the dish in front of you now.
In terms of a romantic Valentine's Day breakfast, I could see that there's no holding back here. The applewood smoked salmon and the spinach and this very beautiful scone. I really like the scone, but I had to take 2 different bites to really get all of the deliciousness into my mouth.
I agree with Susan. The kiss of smoke on the fresh salmon is very nice. The hollandaise is good, but it's a little sloppy for me.
There's a lot going on in this dish. It was just kind of like everything in the kitchen sink just kind of ended up on this plate. This dish could have benefited from a lot of editing.
All right, judges, if I could have you please switch your plates.
You know, I think food should be really sexy. It should be sensual. And this dish is that. I love the bit of heat that I got from the sauce, but I just thought the sourdough got a little bit soggy when I got to the center of it.
Beautiful presentation. The egg, the way it runs over the crab and the toast. My only negative is maybe a little more crab would have made it perfect.
I definitely liked the elegance of the crab meat, but I could have done without the tomatoes. I actually would have preferred just all crab and crispy ham and eggs and sauce.
All right, judges, it's that time. Time to put your vote down.
I did 3 hours of work in 45 minutes, and I made my own smoked salmon, come on.
All right, the judges have voted. And the winner is Bobby Flay.